By now, we've all heard that Stephen Colbert's late-night hosting gig was canceled by CBS parent company Paramount. Republicans rejoiced because Colbert is a frequent critic of the Trump administration. President Trump even shared his approval of Colbert's cancellation on Truth Social, and Colbert lashed out at the president with profanity. He also accused Paramount of firing him as a bribe to the Trump administration, allegedly because Paramount's planned merger with Skydance Media still needed FCC approval. Paramount responded by lambasting the accusation and disclosed that Colbert's cancellation after 10 years on the air was a financial decision. Colbert has been steadily losing advertisers, and Colbert needs advertisers because the show reportedly costs $100 million a year to produce and loses $40 to $50 million a year. Now, for example, Colbert's salary is reported to be $15 million, and the show employs 220 staffers. Some of the late-night hosts, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Seth Meyers, and John Oliver, all came out in support of Colbert and criticized the decision by CBS. When Jay Leno, former host of The Tonight Show, was asked about the cancellation, he criticized the partisan trend among late-night shows. And he's right about that. Late night has become so partisan that it's no laughing matter anymore. Colbert, for instance, recently had on former FBI Director James Comey. And I can't think of many things less funny than James Comey, except maybe Zohran Mamdani, the Democratic nominee for mayor of New York City. He's also been on Colbert's show. And after Mamdani won the Democratic primary, Colbert had kind words for him, indicating that Mamdani had won the primary because of his quote-unquote relentless positivity. But I just don't get what's so positive about Mamdani, whose policies seem ripped from the pages of the communist playbook. He supports government-owned grocery stores, which brought about bread lines and empty shelves in communist nations. He's promising to freeze rent, which would mean small landlords can't afford to pay for maintenance and repairs, so that would be a return to the urban decay of the 1970s. Mamdani also supports BDS, expressed support for Hamas, and promised to arrest Israeli Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu if he sets foot in New York City. So none of those things seem positive to me. Now, what's so positive also about driving wealthy people out of New York City? They are the tax base. Mamdani can't pay for all that free stuff he's promised to voters without an extremely well-heeled tax base. He's trying to sell a vision of utopia, but how's he going to pay for it? He can't force wealthy New Yorkers to stay in New York City and pay for all that stuff. Many of them have spoken out already. Even Andrew Cuomo, who's running for mayor on an independent line. He said he will leave New York City if Mamdani wins the mayoral race. Now, maybe in some communist nations, people can't move about so freely and could be forced to live in certain regions and pay tax there, but not in America. People can live and work where they please. Corporations can move to where they please, and if corporations begin leaving New York City, it would mean the loss of jobs as well. About the partisan trend on late-night shows, when Colbert has Mamdani on his show talking about how wonderful New York City will be if he becomes mayor, some viewers might feel like they're being gaslighted, and that's not funny. Colbert's cancellation is set to take effect next year, in the month of May 2026. But it might be earlier because Colbert's recent comments about Paramount on his show seem designed to get him fired outright. And that also seems characteristic of his friend Mamdani. For example, Mamdani spent 4 years in the New York State Assembly but didn't pass even one bill. Instead of sticking it out and trying to get his policies enacted, he's running for mayor, where he won't even have direct power to pass legislation anymore. But he can certainly cause problems for the city by refusing to do his job, just like at the State Assembly where he refused to pass even one bill. Stephen Colbert's partisan turn, in my view, is just a symptom of Colbert not wanting to do his job anymore. And it seems Paramount realized from the ratings and loss of advertisers that Colbert was not entertaining anymore. Maybe he just didn't want to be an entertainer anymore. Maybe he wants to run for elective office. Now that's what it seems like to me. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe.